So yeah, gents, I'm looking at some few pairs that I would like to share with you guys. They are looking really good. I really hope you guys will take value, and I really hope you guys will um, be able to take advantage as well. And then yeah, man, I wish you guys a profitable week. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Don't forget to like the video, share, comment, do all that great stuff just for the YouTube algorithm. And then yeah, man, I really hope you guys will take value. Let's not waste time and get started to the video. Our gents. So, just as you guys can see from your screen, I'm looking at Nasdaq. This is a daily time frame. Nasdaq is in a very clean downtrend. Price is being producing series of higher highs, lower lows and lower highs, indicating that the market is in a downtrend. We've been breaking structures to the downside. We broke structure here, indicating that the market is still in the downtrend. So as you guys can see, we've been breaking structures to the downside. We broke structure there, we broke structure there. So the most recent break was on this area down here, right? So this is the most recent break that we had, and then the most recent high that we're having in the market is that high. And then for as long as the market is trading below this high, it is an indication that the market is still in a downtrend. And then now, for us to take advantage, because obviously we are traders, we're looking to take advantage, we're looking to make money. So for us to take advantage in this one, we have to identify our key areas. So obviously in this market, we had a key area there, which was our order block. So as you guys can see, this order block was sort of violated, and then the market created the second OB, which is up there, right? So this is the order block that actually was mitigated, and then we started seeing price push into the downside. So we're going to remove this order block. So as you guys can see now, the market reacted of that order block, and then we identified our structure, which is this one here. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see market building structures going into order blocks, market building patterns. So in this case, we had this nice continuation pattern showing that the market will still continue with price to the downside, right? So now we already know that 90% of the time the market do go get back to where the pattern started. So this pattern started down there, so we expect the market to push back to this area because it happens 90% of the time. So we want to see the market pushing back to this area. So should we get any entry around this maybe around here or even up there, we will be looking to take our overall profits around those areas. Obviously, we're targeting order blocks. We're going to be taking partials where there are order blocks, as you guys already know, right? So now, with that being said, this is the daily time frame analysis. This is what we see on a daily time frame, and then we're just going to move down to H4 just to see what's been happening, right? So let's go down to H4. So on H4, as you guys can see, we just want to see what's been happening before the market started pushing to the downside, right? So we've been going to the upside. As you guys can see, we've been breaking structures to the upside. We broke structure, we broke structure, we broke structure, right? So the market has been breaking structures to the upside. So it shows that the market was in an uptrend. Then the market mitigated this order block and started pushing to the downside. If we had a nice pattern going into that, obviously we were going to enter, and then we were going to be looking to capitalize. We should be in very big profits, but then unfortunately we didn't get those opportunities. So the market started pushing to the downside. As you guys can see, this was the last low that the market printed. This was the last low that the market printed, and then as you guys can see, the market took it out. So it shows that now the market is in a very clean downtrend, and then we are starting to look for those nice opportunities to the downside, right? So now, with that being said, I just want to zoom in a bit just to identify the areas that we're gonna be looking at on Nasdaq. So obviously now Nasdaq broke structure. We can even use this area here. We broke structure there. So those are the areas that we're looking at. We're looking at this order block up here. We just want to see how Nasdaq will get to those order blocks, and then we're gonna take advantage, right? So let's see how Nasdaq will get here. If we get a very nice pattern, maybe something like that going into that area, maybe if let's say we have this pattern, then we can take Nasdaq to the downside from that area. Or because we have multiple areas that Nasdaq can come for, we also have this area up there that Nasdaq can literally come back for. Obviously, this area we can say it was mitigated, but then it was mitigated before price broke structure, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see Nasdaq pushing back to those areas before we're looking for those nice opportunities to the downside, right? So obviously, we know that for Nasdaq to push to the upside, there will be other opportunities for buyers, right? For buying opportunities, right? So as well, we also have this area here as a very nice order block, right? That we can use for this trade, depending on how price will get to that area as well. Very, very important. We want to see price go into those areas very corrective, giving us those opportunities, right? So with that being said, let me just try to get a pattern. Already we have a first touch, second touch, anticipating the third touch. This one makes sense because we have this pattern as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see price pushing back to those areas. Depending on how we get there, like I said, we're gonna be looking for those patterns going into the third touch and then into this other block, and then we're gonna be looking to take Nasdaq to the downside. So Nasdaq is looking really good for the rest of the week. This might take time, obviously. But then we're gonna be looking to counter trend. I think there will be opportunities to the upside, especially as I was looking at USDT early on. It was looking really good on smaller time frame for us to capitalize to the upside, right? So let me just drop down to smaller time frame to see if we can get those nice opportunities to the upside, right? So let me just yeah, just on Nasdaq, obviously we're looking for those counter trends, or because we know the market has to push to the upside. So we're just gonna focus in this piece of price action down here. As you guys can see, price is being pushed into the downside. We broke structure here. The last high is this one here. So we just want to see price taking out the high and then maybe using this area down here as an order block, and then we're just gonna be looking to see how price will pull back to those order blocks. If you get those very corrective type of structures, giving us a very nice pattern going into that order block, we're gonna be looking to take this to the upside, and then all the way till that area that we're gonna be looking to sell from. So yeah, just this is how I see Nasdaq. Gonna be looking forward to take advantage of this one, just so let's look at the other pair. So yeah, gents, the other pair that we're gonna be looking at is GBPUSD. This is the last pair I gave you guys. So as you guys can see, GBPUSD is looking really good. We're looking for those buying opportunities. I'll give you guys a very good reason for that. So as you guys can see, you just want to focus in this piece of price action. Price is being pushed into the downside, breaking lows, as you guys can see. And then as you guys can see, the last high that we had in the market was this one up here. Let me just quickly identify that area. So the high has been taken out, as you guys can see. So we will use this area as a very nice change of character, right? Because the high has been taken out. Let me just do that. So obviously, with that being said, we're looking for those opportunities to the upside, just because of that alone. And then we're just gonna be looking for those opportunities to the upside, right? With that being said, we're just gonna move to H4, move down to H4. So on H4, we're gonna be looking for those nice other blocks. Okay, I just want to zoom out a bit so that the chart will be super clean. So in this one, gents, we have an H4 order block. I'm using a smaller screen, the laptop screen, so it will be very difficult to see some of the things. So this is the order block that I think GBPUSD will use. I know a lot of people are looking already in a buy. Yes, but then I think price will push back to the downside. I will explain that later on. So I just want to identify my pattern. So this is the pattern that I'm looking at. This being our first touch, this being our second touch, anticipating the last touch, and then that's when we're gonna be looking to go in all out to the upside. And then this is the trend line on the trend line on top that we're having. So as you guys can see, this is the area that we're gonna be looking to buy from, right? For long-term buys. So I'll be looking to see if price is gonna push back from there, and then we most probably gonna have something like so, something like that as a pattern. Now we have a bigger pattern, and then this is a pattern within pattern. This most probably going to be a first touch, second touch, and then price will most probably drop from there, and then coming for this last third touch, and then it will give us the third touch on the bigger pattern as well, and then it will be mitigating the H4 order block, and then there's the area that I'm going to be looking to buy from. So this one is looking really good. Just saying that from H4 time frame, it's looking really good. I'm already involved in selling opportunities. I'll tell you guys why I took a sell with the team, and then we just gonna see if it's gonna play out or not. But then it's looking really good. So we're just gonna I just wanna explain that just because we know that price has to push to the downside, and then as you guys can see, we change character here, if I can put it that way, right? This low was taken out there, right? As you guys can see, it was taken out. Price is pushing back for this order block here, and then we expect price to start pushing to the downside from where it is currently, right? I will just drop down so that you guys can see that clearly. Even here, if you focus in this piece of price action, you will see that we've been breaking structures to the downside, right? We've been breaking structures to the downside, looking really good, and then now price is pushing back. We have this H4 order block. Let me try to zoom in a bit so that you guys can see. So the order block is big. There's the bad part about this. The order block is very huge, so it means our stop loss is very big as well. And then one of the reason why we took this trade, it is because of this area that we have in here. This was our liquidity area. If you can check, let me just line it up nicely. That is our liquidity area. Just gonna put it out there. So as you guys can see, price broke structure. Price created this liquidity. Price started pushing back to the upside. As you guys can see, price sort of reacted of that liquidity just to trap people, and then it went back up, right? This is the area that we took our sales from. We're currently in a very nice sell setup. So we just wanna see if price is gonna push back to the downside from where it is currently, and then I just wanna go down to H1 just to show you guys the reason for our sales. I mean, we had this nice pattern here, right? We had this nice pattern. I just wanna try to zoom in a bit more so that you guys can see. We had that pattern. So but then I wouldn't be surprised to see price pushing to the upside a bit more. We had that pattern, so that's the reason why we took this sell to the downside. So if it's not gonna play out, doesn't matter, because we have our stop losses. That's the reason why we having stop losses, so that we can cut our losses short. And then obviously we're looking for price to push back to this area here, which is 4% worth taking this trade. And then we're gonna be looking to see if price is gonna push back to those areas, so that we can capitalize. So that's the reason why we took this sell. It's looking really good still, so I wouldn't be surprised to see price pushing to the downside from where it is all the way till this area here. And then obviously, depending on how price get to those areas, we're gonna be looking to sell. So yeah, gents, I hope you guys took a lot of value out of this video. And then yeah, I will be dropping more videos, gents. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope you guys will have a very good week, profitable week. And then yeah man, don't forget to like the video, share, comment. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. We provide a lot of value in this channel, and then I'm gonna be dropping a lot of videos. Click that notification bell so that you'll be in the loop every time we drop a video. So I just thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Always just